Yeah, I just wanna be great.
And if by magic we're back, day 19, it's a Tuesday. So I had a late start. Had a doctor's appointment, 10:15. On the Monday night, I had 2 glasses of wine and a Chinese takeaway after I got back. So I had a lie-in to me. It was a lie-in, it was like whatever it was, 7 o'clock. Sorted out at the quacks and things, fine. Gans back home, has a coffee, makes me flask and everything, and gets ready to look for work. A couple of jobs come on, I bid on, but nout. And then a job comes on to Glasgow from Newcastle, just north of Tyne. And I bid cheap on it. I think it was about 85p, something like that. It's 120 quid up to Glasgow. It's not even Glasgow, it's Lanark, this side, south of Glasgow. Gets it, it was a pallet, it was a beast, about 250, 300 kilo. Went to the pickup address, absolutely lovely. They were running late. I was like, listen, I'm not going to complain, Don, I'm fine. You know, I've had a late start myself. I've got no issue, no plans, you're fine. It was like 10 or 15 minutes till that turns up with the van, lovely. Use the forklift, drops it in. Heads up the road. Now I update everything on the system, so some of you shippers might be able to tell us. I update everything, you know, picked up, on way, I put pictures on of the load as an additional document. Proper professional, you know, honestly. Anyway, I'm literally 10 minutes away from the drop, and I put it on. I've been on the phone to Neil for about an hour. I mean, Neil had been off for the weekend, and I'd been off, and all this kind of stuff. So we had a proper natter. Time flew by, and we phoned Gans, and it was the shipper, lovely lad. He's on holiday at the minute in Corfu. And he's like, just turn up, pal, how far are you away from the Lanark job? Now, bear in mind, my tracker's on. I never turn it off. I'll leave it on. I think we're professionals. We should be tracked and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, I've put on the system, make me ETA for 3 o'clock, but I should be here for 2:35. Oh, champion, that's really great. Thanks very much. I thought you could say that. But then again, you know, it might be because he's on holiday. He might not be system. Well, I didn't know. So anyway, drops off. Guy comes with a telescopic forklift, takes it off, sweet as a nut. Goes to a supermarket. Well, in fact, I put in for a supermarket. I was trying to put Morrison's in. And it took us to a Morrison supermarket. It was just a bloody shop, like literally the size of like a bloody sweetie shop. You know, I didn't want one of them. Anyway, lucky enough, there was a Tesco further down the road, and I got fueled up. A bit more than what I normally pay. As a van just pulled in behind, there's a lad literally sprinting out of it. You know that boy needs a wee. So yeah, fueled up, and I am where I am. I'm now just off the M74. Not far from Lanark. I'm a little bit south of Glasgow, and obviously west of Edinburgh. Can't remember what time it was. Whatever time it is, it's getting on. It's probably 5:15, 10 to 5. So since I dropped, I've bid on a few things. There was loads of stuff like south. Oh, 4:58 is the time. There was loads of stuff proper down south. Bristols and things like that, and I bid on them, but I was like, I'm not bidding cheap. I put on like £1 a mile, £10s, same kind of shit, pick up now, drop off at 8 o'clock in the morning. So it's a hotel job. You know, if I have anything the size of a box full of back there, I'm not going to be able to sleep in the back of the van. I don't like that. So bid, they'd rather cancel them, especially the speedies of this world. They're just like, I don't know what they expect from people, you know, as if we're like fucking just shire horses that didn't sleep, or we'll just plod on, you know. So I didn't care. If I didn't get them, I didn't get them. I'd rather wait. So at the minute, I've bid on one which is north, which again I didn't really fancy. So I put on just over £1 a mile, like £1 and twopence or something like that. I rounded it up. I had a look on booking.com. There was a hostel up that way, Inverness way on. So I'd have to stay in there. It's 27 quid. So again, if I didn't get it, I didn't get it. I've agreed in my head to stay here till 5 o'clock. And if I don't get anything, I'll tootle home. It's merely been a bonus day. You never know what you might get down the road on the way back, and then I can set up for tomorrow or whatever. But I genuinely don't mind. You know, it's a couple hours down the road for me. Quite happy with that. I could have sat at home waiting for local stuff and made £30. So yeah, I'm still learning. Every day's a learning experience. So yes, lovely day. It's a lovely evening. I love driving around Scotland. The Manchester jobs and the Birmingham jobs and all that, just kind of, and they've got to be done, you know, got to make money. But I love tootling around Scotland, I must admit. So there you go, we are up to date. I just need to get all these onto the bloody internet. So I've been editing them and that, so I don't know what I'm doing, but cracking on with it. So yes, I've got my city sprint on as well, in case somebody comes on that. I'm desperate to do one. They've been really unlucky. I think they've sent us a job, and I had to get rid of it because I'd already took one of the CX. I keep forgetting that's running in the background. But I want to get one to see what it's like and how the system works and all that, because I've never done one. Hey-ho. So there you go, all up to date. Hope everybody's well, and I'll catch you on the next day unless something else happens today, and I'll update later. Okay, auf Wiedersehen.